Hello everyone and welcome back to RuneScape. Today we're going to be doing the Civil War Part 2 mini quest, which involves talking to Trendine here in her disguise. She's very shiny. Hey Trendine, do you have an update for me? Another of my devices has captured something. I'm not certain what information it found, or whether it is of any import. Unfortunately, the device was stolen before I was able to collect it. Stolen? I believe it was taken by those bickering morons in Edgeville, the Imp and the Ramuki. Why do you suspect them? I'm standing literally 20 feet from them. I can hear everything. Perhaps they can be persuaded to part with the device. If not, murder and theft are always a viable option. Let me try the more diplomatic approach. Alright, so who were we gonna talk to? You said they were 20 feet away. I don't see any Ramukis within 20 feet, so I don't actually know where we're going right now. Northeast by the deathmatch entrance? Oh, they're on the safe side? I don't know where the deathmatch entrance is. So that doesn't really help me out there, guys. Let me see where deathmatch is then. Where the heck is it? Oh, okay, so it's a little to the west. Just on the other side of this. Oh, it's this thing, is it? Yeah, I've literally never done deathmatch. Zero interest. Alright, let's talk to the Wandering Ramuki. I heard you stole something that belongs to an associate of mine. Sure did. No, I did. Like everything in the wilderness, it rightfully belongs to Bilrak. Lies, it belongs to me. To Kirill. Do you even know what it is? It's the perfect trophy for my dear Bilrak. Once I offer him this prize, I'll finally get the recognition I deserve. I don't know what it is, but I know she wants it, and that means I want it. Of course. Well, regardless of which one of you stole the device, we need it, so hand it over. Never. Tell you what, I'll let you have the device if you help us settle once and for all which of our forces are superior. Sounds fair, I suppose. Or, I don't even know what I just read, but it was not what he said. Engage in the encounters taking place in the wilderness, then cast your judgment. Very well. Okay, we need to weaken the forces by completing a wilderness event. Really? That's gonna be the thing? Well, that's unfortunate. Gonna have to wait for a wilderness event to start. How often do they start? I've never actually done one, so this will be a thing. Let's see, wilderness events. Okay, we can actually talk to Nickel to get information on what's coming up. When is the next event? Intercept them, blah, blah, blah. 48 minutes! Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be back then, I guess. That sucks. Alright, well, it has been 47 minutes or whatever, and in theory the event will start soon around here. I've just been doing other things waiting, but this is over here, the bow, I guess, and in theory I think it starts right here, and it's the time where it should start, so I don't know why it hasn't started yet. But yeah, we'll just wait around, I guess. You might notice my screen looks slightly different. I actually lost my layout somehow. It was kind of weird. Like, this just disappeared after I did the overhead emote in, I think, the last episode. And to get it back, I had to reload my layout, which was apparently, like, super outdated. Oh, wow, look at that. So yeah, I had to kind of change things back to how they were, because, like, I had changed the shape of this. I had moved these around. I'd added this. I actually had made this bigger, which I don't really know why. I undid that. Well, I not so much undid that, I just left it set, so this is a little smaller. But yeah, this is the Hellhound event. We just gotta kill some Hellhounds. It's really not a big deal. These events last 5 minutes. Apparently, there's 22 to kill, or 22 is the goal. I don't really know which. It's not very hard, though. Apparently, this is like one of the easiest events to solo, which is good because I kind of figured we'd be soloing it. But yeah, this is actually my first time messing around with Necromancy since the nerf. So yeah, this isn't really a good, indicator to me on how the nerf affects things because I've never fought these Hellhounds before. I don't even know what I would need to really do to test it. It seems like a really big nerf, but at the same time, outside of like the ghost healing less and things dealing a little bit less damage, I'm not sure how much it affects me. If anything, they removed the adrenaline costs from summoning the ghosts and stuff, which honestly just makes it where I'm going to be setting off death skulls more often, because I wasn't really doing that much before. So in theory, it might not affect me that much, because I'll just be using this and death skulls a lot more often. But we'll see how it goes. And next week, in theory, I think we get the combat beta where they're making the other 3 combat skills slightly stronger. Maybe not to necromancy levels, but a little better. At least giving them the accuracy stuff, which is good for sure, because it's definitely painful going back. I used magic for something recently. I don't remember what. Oh, right, I was in Dungeoneering. Yeah, and it's painful. Dungeoneering will probably be a lot better when it gets that accuracy thing. There we go. We got a sack of wild rewards. Imagine if I got an amazing reward. I did not. Oh, well, we can get some combat XP. I guess I'll put it into ranged, because that's the one I care the least about, and therefore will be my last one to ever get 200M in. Alright, well, anyway, I guess let's go back to Edgeville and see what's next in this little mini-quest. That was not hard at all. It's good to finally have a wilderness event done. I had been thinking I might have to do an episode where I do all of them, just because I hadn't done any on camera yet, or at all, but especially on camera. But now if I ever do that, I have one less I have to worry about, which is good, because they're an hour apart and in a set schedule. And it's going to be very annoying to set that episode up, which is why I've not done it. But yeah, alright. So I guess technically we supported the Ramaki by killing a bunch of demons. I don't think it matters. Are you ready to make your decision? I am. Tell us then, whose forces are superior, Bilrax or Kirill's? I'm going to say Kirill's. Kirill's forces are clearly superior. Ha! In your face, we demons are the best. Here, take it. I never really wanted it anyway. I should get this back to Anne. Yeah, I'm real good at keeping this disguise a secret. I surged away. Into the wrong direction. Alright, so I'm guessing we actually get some information. So, how went your diplomatic approach? I convinced them to hand over the device, and I only killed a bunch of dogs to do it. But come to think of it, there was still quite a lot of murder and theft involved. Good to hear you had fun, then. Looks like those idiots managed to damage the device. Hopefully it hasn't impacted the recording too severely. Let's see. Alright, what do we got here? Wow, this gets bigger in the cutscenes. It's been over half a day. Zamami and the others should be back by now. What if they ran into the Majorat forces, or worse? We've had someone on lookout all day. If there were patrols in this area, we would have seen them. But still, we should have heard from them by now. Maybe Vengeance got him. Vengeance? Don't scare the poor lad with those fanciful stories of yours, Lux. It's more than just stories. The Legion's been losing countless people under mysterious circumstances. Besides, Ravon told me she saw them assassinate her commanding officer firsthand. Sure she did, just like the time she told you that Lord Zamrak himself had appeared before her in a vision, revealed to her in his full glory. Her obsession with our Lord is disconcerting, and you seem all too eager to indulge in it yourself. Is that so? I remember you were also quite keen to borrow a certain illustration of Lord Zamrak that she owns. The one with the Chase Lounge? Chase? I don't actually know. So, what were you saying about vengeance, Lux? What is with the weirdness there? Ah, yes, vengeance. And look, he's in the ground. Like, what is going on? How are you doing that? They say she was one of countless forgotten warriors patrolling the depths of Daemonheim, until one day, when her patrol was beset by a callous group of adventurers. Alive but badly poisoned, she searched desperately for her brother, who was among her squad. He begged her never to forget him before the light faded from his eyes. Fueled by rage and egged on by his voice, she slaughtered the adventurers one by one with increasing ruthlessness. As the last adventurer fell, tortured and broken, she merged with her brother's spirit, becoming the embodiment of vengeance itself. I hear she still stalks the wilderness to this day, striking down all who callously disregard life. I think I saw her. Don't be ridiculous, Saul. It's just a story, and that's not the one I heard. Oh, let's hear your version then. I gotta say, this fits Halloween well. She was troubled, addled by grief, and by the poison inflicted on her by the merciless adventurers. Struggling to retain her honor and her sanity, she defeated the adventurers in combat and clawed her way from the depths of Daemonheim. Just as the poison in her veins was about to claim her, the light of the surface caught her eye. Against all odds, she managed to drag herself to a nearby village, where the locals would nurse her back to health. But there is a lingering darkness within her, one that is always threatening to drag her under. She's here! Relax, Saul. It's just a tale. She's not... Oh. But please, I don't want to die. This was a mistake. I shouldn't be here. I should have never left Taverley. I just went to see my family again, my sister. Go back to them, now. And never return here. Well, that was horrifying. So the rumors about Zamrak and the Chase Lounge are true. Fascinating. That's your primary takeaway from this? Oh, and the rumors about vengeance, of course. She will certainly help turn the tide of the war in Bilrock's favor. Thank you for your assistance, KaBob. Give it time and more intel should become available to us. I feel like we didn't really accomplish much. But hey, I upgraded my infernal puzzle box. That's something. It's a minor upgrade, but I'll take it. We can dump a little bit of XP into Herblore. And yeah, we're ready to do part 3 coming up here next week, most likely. I'll see you then. Bye!